Hey, I'm horror author Paul Edwards. Tonight I'm reading Quasimodo's Monster Magazine, issue number 7 from 1976. I thought you might enjoy checking out this vintage magazine with me. Together, let's see what kinds of monster kid goodness is in here. As if you couldn't already tell by the cover, with the wolf man shaving, Quasimodo's Monster Magazine was going completely in for laughs by this point. Look, you get Star Trek and Star Wrecked. Also, Monsters Gone Apes. Monsters Gone Ape, I could understand. Monsters Gone Apes. Are they going to show us a bunch of ape monsters? Oh. Well, what do you want for $1.25? All right, let's laugh and scream with Quasimodo's Monster Magazine. Okay, one thing that I know you shouldn't buy is perfume or cologne for $1 from an ad on the inside cover of a monster magazine. (1976), bicentennial year. If you were around for it, America's 200th birthday was a big pop culture event. My scout troop, with me in it, was actually in a bicentennial parade with President Gerald Ford. But I never got to see the president because he was in a different part of the parade than I was. So I technically was in a parade with the President of the United States, but I never saw him. All right, but you don't care about that. You care about the monsters. Let's get going here. Yeah, here again, Monsters Gone Apes. Ooh, I am interested in the House of Frankenstein spot a word puzzle. All right, let's check it out. Oh. You're certainly getting your fill of Spock here. So this was 1976. Star Trek had become very popular in syndicated reruns. Much more popular than it was when it was in primetime television in its first run. Gosh. Spock Part 2, an analysis. Well, analysis is something Spock would approve of, so that's good. Oh, wow. Over 100 ready-to-use mystic chants for money, power, and love. Somehow I don't see it happening. Bug. Oh, I remember this. Ay caramba. How to make others secretly do your bidding with the astonishing power of automatic mind command. All right, how much you got to pay to get automatic mind command powers? The miracle of psycho command power. Wow. $7.98. How could you pass that up? Oh, you can get started in just 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. If If you think you're going to get the power of mind control out of an ad in a magazine, you deserve to have your money taken from you. Bugs are on the warpath. Oh my gosh. Wow. A sensational poster of our dear friend Quasimodo is now available. Monster size. You can get 8 martial arts courses for $9.95. Wow. Tidal wave of splat films. Oh, earthquake. Yeah, disaster movies were a big deal in the 1970s. Half of them starred Charlton Heston. There was a whole onslaught of disaster movies. The Towering Inferno, the Poseidon Adventure, the airport movies. Tidal wave had, I don't really remember, but there were a lot of these things. Great. Now I'm going to have to track down Tidal Wave and watch it. What the heck? Wow. Yikes. Monster waves sweep away homes and lives in tidal wave. Oh. Get a stiletto out of a magazine too. That's great. AIP. You know, when I was a kid, I honestly thought that American International Pictures was the biggest movie studio in Hollywood. And here's why. Because I used to watch a whole lot of movies on Creature Double Feature. And probably half of them were AIP movies. And so, you know, every time a movie came on, I would see that it was American International. And so I thought, wow, American International Pictures, look at all the movies they put out. They must be the biggest studio there is. Not quite. They were just catering to a certain market. Yikes. Oh, Madhouse. Yep. And a great one with Vincent Price and Peter Cushing and Robert Quarry. More Madhouse. Well, they just gave away who the bad guy is, so that's not good, because the whole point of the movie is that it's a mystery. Remember from Tales of Terror? I still can't get over. Okay, so this was an anthology movie of Edgar Allan Poe short stories. But probably the creepiest Poe story of all, The Cask of Amontillado, they played as a comedy, and they combined it with the Black Cat too. But they did it as a comedy horror. But to me, it's the most bone-curdling, blood-curdling, bone-chilling. It's scary. The Pit and the Pendulum. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is them. I know this picture might seem horrific, but they're playing it for laughs. They're like tossing the guy's head around in a dream sequence. None of it is None of it is done seriously. Mask of the Red Death was a lot more grim. Star Wreck. Well, I'll tell you what, you can screen grab this if you want. Hurts like it's a rental car, you know, except it's a rent-a spaceship. Oh my gosh. I don't know. How long does Star Wreck go on for? Remember Keep on Truckin' from the 70s? Now you know you're in the 70s. Oh my gosh. Star Wreck just keeps on going. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. The end. Oh, a previous owner has already solved the word search for at least the Star Trek one. But it looks like they didn't start the House of Frankenstein one. You want to do it with me? Find these words in this diagram. Well, Wolfman is not hard. Dracula, okay. Oh, Talbot, I see. Okay. Of course, you see monster. All right, those are the easy ones. Oh, Frankenstein. Murder. Okay. See any others? Try diagonal. It says Igor is in here. Here. Oh, they tricked us. They went up. See? I-G-O-R. Igor. And here's Castle. Okay. All right. Fire and ice are in here. Can you spot them? I wonder if they're diagonal. Quicksand. Okay, how hard can it be to find that? Quicksand. They wrote it upwards. Duh. Should have got that right away. Okay. Death. Death. Should we really be looking for death? Death is going to find us eventually all on its own, isn't it? Death. Okay, I still didn't get fire and ice. Let's see. If you found them, you're ahead of me. Fire. See, it's backwards. Fire. Okay. Oh, and here's gypsy. Here's a bonus one. Gypsy. Okay. Ice is the only one left that I haven't found. If you found it by now, you have outsmarted me. We're playing Are You Smarter Than a Published Author? And the answer is yes, you are. I-C-E. Where could it be? I'm just not seeing it. Ah, diagonal. I-C-E. Okay. All right. Thanks for playing. I hope you beat me because my showing was not great. Okay, Quasimodo's Monster Magazine, Gone Apes. Well, this is not ape themed. This is just, you know, the old gag where they print pictures from a horror movie or TV show with a joke caption. No wonder he has indigestion. He's eaten Aunt Martha. All right, that's a little funny. To be or not to be, that's not very funny. Yeah. I gotta tell you something, Doc. I ain't got Blue Cross. Do you know what movie this is from, though? You recognize this? Blood of the Vampire. Continued next issue. Chapter 11, Serial Teens. Green Arrow. For a minute, I'm thinking, oh, the Green Arrow. No, the Green Archer. Oh, that didn't come out too well. That's not a stain or anything. That's in the original printing. There's some sort of a problem. In fact, look closely. It's not even completely straight. See? The print is just a little bit crooked. Yeah, see? Look at this. Where are they now? And what are they doing? To whom? That could be the slogan for your high school reunion. It's just a comedy bit. It's a comedy article. That's what it is. An interview with Igor. Lou Costello, of course. From Aaron Costello Meet Frankenstein. Hey, Mom, can I keep him? He followed me home. Okay, but which one of them is talking? Ick, have you tried Scope? The Films of D.W. Griffith. This is a continuation. Must have been, I think they started the article in the last issue. This is what I need. Calendar Bank forces you to save. Films after 1915. Oh, these are the ones that he did. I get it. Yikes. One Exciting Night. This movie is on my Silent Films podcast. I have a collection of silent films on the Silent Film podcast on my channel, and this film is in there, One Exciting Night. Mini monster posters. 20 Million Miles to Earth. The Deadly Mantis. I don't know. Well, 20 Million Miles to Earth is a better movie, but it's hard to say no to the Deadly Mantis one. A Look at the Invisible Man. Next issue. Oh, here's the solutions to the word search. Oh, what do you know? Okay. Well, they have ice here, I-C-E, but I found ice in a different spot. See? I found ice, I-C-E, diagonally. Do I get extra credit? Or do I get it marked wrong because I didn't find the one they meant you to find? Ooh, I had this Enterprise bridge. Bloody bargains. They're the best kind. strange changing mummy, huh? And a strange changing vampire. Suspense was a big radio show, very big radio show. This must be a couple of episodes of Suspense that Bela Lugosi did. This guy is wild. This guy is off the rails. Wow. All right, what should we order? Oh, look, you can get the X-ray specs and the life-size ghost. And flying Star Trek spaceships. And you can get karate, judo, jujitsu, and kung fu. Yeah, I tried doing these iron-on transfers on some t-shirts when I was a kid, but it's just too much work. Too much work for me anyway. All right, that was fun. If you enjoy classic monsters and vintage horror, you should check out my book series, the Mourner's Woods books. My books are all set in a haunted forest, and it's a different cast of characters in each story, encountering different monsters in each story. What they have in common is the location. My name again is Paul Edwards. My books are the Mourner's Woods books for sale on Amazon, and I drop a link to my books in the descriptions for all of my videos. Thanks for spending some time looking through Quasimodo's Monster Magazine with me. I'll see you in Mourner's Woods.